we were expecting. We were expecting just pure SA dominance as per usual. But right now, Mounir has an entire region on his back. So does Yuz. Everybody, elimination side finals. Jae-yoon and Teska, and already Yuz gonna be opening off with that end light and side light.
Yeah, and boxing Mounir away from the weapon, says, okay, I don't need the greatsword that badly, throws it away, forces Mounir to fight unarmed to get any kind of damage, and finally Gauntlet's picked up after a down air punishes him for picking them up. Let's see what Yuz is able to do after this. Mounir pummels Yuz to the right side of the stage, but Yuz stares his way back in, takes center stage, and like keeps Mounir away. And so far, Mounir not able to get anything started from his neutral wins. Just a side light there, a neutral light there.
Oh,
picked up the weapon throw, interrupting the side air combo that he was trying to cook
Look
up.
at the juggle. Look at the juggle.
Taking
him off the top already. Oh my God, Mounir,
Wow.
what an opening.
Yeah, that was incredible. Seeing the gravity cancel D-light there, being able to reach. We were talking about how like Mounir, when he's got people in disadvantage state in the air, uses the extra range that gravity cancel D-light and side light can get him. He used that side light to go off stage. And then punished him with the sider there. Yeah, no, Mounir's punish game in the sky with the boots has been so fantastic. Yuz, on the other hand, trying to equalize things here really quickly with the greatsword recovery. One more of those might knock out.
Yeah, and the general sentiment is you want to get behind Boots, but right now, Yuz, can you get this edge guard? He was looking for the high call out. Mounir,
grab pound dare,
down
weapon throw.
Oh my gosh, he kept himself safe under the slope of Apocalypse.
Yeah, if the weapon throw hit, not only would it have stuffed the recovery, it could have possibly taken the stock with a dive kick that followed. Mounir went for everything there on that edge guard. Yuz managed to slip right by with the recovery, make it back to the stage, get the knockup. But Mounir, with the weapon throw after the neutral light, tacks on even more damage to Yuz. Yuz afraid to go off the edge guard here against Mounir, but he's getting his side lights and he's getting those openers in to get a lot of damage. But Nair, neutral light, Mounir could go for down sig here, but no, he goes for the low side air instead.
Okay, but Yuz not able to finish off this edge guard. Mounir makes it back on, and all of a sudden, it is Yuz who is in the nasty position. He goes for the D-sig. It does not come out. He tried to read his timing, and Yuz uses that as the opportunity to make it back on nice and safe. Recovery.
3 recoveries in a row, maybe? No, Yuz spot dodges the weapon throw, picks up the greatsword. Mounir, who did not have enough damage on Yuz to go for a boots down sig yet. Side light, opener, the D-light bridge, neutral light finisher. Gets
Still
the
not enough.
recovery, gets the sider as well.
It.
Mounir looking like he was a little lost after that initial edge guard failed. Didn't get the down sig edge guard as well, and after that, Yuz took the momentum away from him. Let's see if he can equalize things.
When it comes to juggling and when it comes to catching landings, Yuz is uncontested. Sidelight almost getting the recovery, almost getting it again, but he drifted too much in. Okay, goes through the weapon toss. Yuz just gonna be reacting and spot dodging. Beautiful follow-up off the D-light.
Yeah, it was a little reckless of Yuz to go for the greatsword recovery there. I guess he was expecting Mounir to be a little bit more aggressive on the platform. He gave Mounir the perfect way to be able to get D-light neutral sig. Perfect height for the knockout as well. Mounir almost gets an early knockout with the exhausted recovery. Gravity cancel D-light as a wake up from the boots to try to catch Yuz off guard.
All of these weapon tosses, they're not working out that well for Mounir. Yuz has avoided all of them. Okay, sidelight, he gets a punish on the dodge.
No, nothing else after that. Pummel doesn't get the dodge in. Second
light
gets it. Goes for a double jump there. Yuz goes all the way to the left side of the stage, throws the weapon down, probably looking for a greatsword at this juncture. Let's see what he's able to do. Down light, side air, throws him off the side of the stage. I wouldn't be surprised if Yuz just threw his weapon away to encourage him to spawn.
The side light not able to get the good time. It was too late. Mounir was up too high, and he found a punish. He's looking for a jump call out. He gets a jump call out with the end
Almost
sig.
knocks out, but doesn't get it. Needs to get the edge guard here. Down air could be huge. Goes for D-light, gets the neutral light, sends Yuz off the side of the stage. Can't go for down sig here. Ground pound a little too slow.
He's going in there. He's trying to fake him out. He's trying to bait
a jumps, down light doesn't hit. Yuz manages to get right by after 2 exclamation points come through. He neutralites the wrong way, and now Yuz just needs D-light recovery to knock out here. Mounir, same deal. D-light sider could do it. Gauntlet's a lot harder to knock out with, but he's looking for the recovery just raw. Let's see if he can get it here.
Oh my gosh, but there's no punish on the side light. The recovery gets called out.
Spikes.
The sider, the weapon toss doesn't come through. But the GC side light to be able to finish. He closed, he clutched, and he got that game.
Mounir giving a sigh of relief after that last one. Really like how he played that edge guard. Textbook in the sense that he gets the side air, gets the spiking hitbox, throws the weapon. He knows there's only one angle that he can jump at to make it back with the resources that he had left. There's that early knockout with recovery.
Amazing.
And then when the dodge was gone, instead of going for the much harder play, which is waiting until he gets close enough to the wall to go for D-light ground pound, he goes out there, exhausts all of his resources for gravity cancel sidelight, knowing that this is still the only angle of recovery that he can do to make it back, and he read him not going for an early recovery.
He made the correct decision. A lot of players in that same position, you know what they would do? They would play it safe. They would try to catch them going back onto the stage. stage, they would go back onto the stage to pick up a weapon. Not Mounir. Is he him?
Yeah, I think so. He's doing amazing so far here in this game. 2, Neutralite comes through. Falls down with Nair. Yuz takes the damage lead so far, but Mounir with that Nair Neutralite sends him off the side of the stage.
Yes.
I thought Downsig was going to come out there, but it was a little too soon. Ground pound, Downsig is huge. Yeah, that's it.
GC D-Sig once again, and that is what he does to people.
Terrifying.
Again and again and again, and especially against Greatsword. Again, I talked about Greatsword recovery. It has that huge blind spot below it. You get below it, you're able to go ahead and get that GC D-Sig, and then you are deleted.
He's got a few conditions for it, I'm noticing. They got to be at least an orange, and it's got to be followed up after a Gauntlet Nair. And then I think what he watches for is that when people get hit with the Gauntlet Nair, they're sometimes fast falling or waiting before they jump back to the stage, and then Mounir goes, okay, it's now taking you too much time, you're going to have to touch the wall, Downsig's going to cover everything here, and if they don't go for an immediate like buffer weapon throw or anything like that, it ends up just getting the spike more often than not. And Mounir's had so much success with that Downsig throughout the entire weekend. Now he might go to game, he might go to match point with it.
Mounir is continuing to hold in. Yuz is getting whip punished again and again, but the end light does not find his target. Yuz able to find a couple of his own, and the weapon toss slashing him into the blast zone and evening up the stock count.
Yeah, really important that Yuz got that there, because Mounir was looking like he was on the verge of going up 3 stocks to 1. He could still go up a clean stock over Yuz here in game 2 if Yuz is not able to stop Mounir with this pressure. Downlight into side air, weapon throw, he's gonna get the dodge here, goes for Granny, cancel D-Light, Sair to catch him drifting up the right. Mounir not letting anybody have any time to breathe on these recoveries. He's finding the perfect spot to go out there with the gravity cancel light attack unarmed and just getting the knockouts. He's relentless.
He is going as deep as he needs to go. He is not letting anybody back on the GC end light. Not going to be able to come out, but look at these follow-ups that he is continuing to get here. Okay, the weapon toss to be able to break space.
Light, whoa. Yuz gets hit by the gravity cancel D-Light there. Goes for ground pound here. Ground pound connects, and that's going to be it. Yuz can't make it back.
The dodge. He couldn't get the chase dodge in time. He was able to dodge past him. He dodged past the side. He kept himself alive and Yuz all out of options. What is going on, Taza?
Mounir is playing really, really well. And we talked about this before this set where I was saying I think Mounir's playing the best version of Boots that I've seen so far, specifically because a lot of Boots players before would play Boots like Sword. They wouldn't consider Sidelight as a combo tool or a combo extender. They would go for downlight for their side airs. They'd play a lot of neutral with side air. A lot of the times they wouldn't even use active input on the side air, so they would just go for the strong knockback movements of the one that drifts with you. But Mounir is completely revolutionizing his style around side air, sidelight, gravity cancel sidelight, and gravity cancel downlight. And then he's talked about it with us a little bit before his top 4 sets. He loves going for down air because the move's so much fun, he says.
Yes.
And he's making a lot, the angle of knockback actually ends up just being, it's creating a lot of really great edgeguard opportunities. So now Yuz backing against the wall. This is the tournament set for Yuz
the grab
here.
pound. Oh, the dodge is gone too. The recovery, Yuz sweating on the way back down. This is SA's last competitor left in the tournament. This is the champion of the previous BCX. Yuz can still do it, but he needs that space.
He went for gravity cancel thing. I thought that's the trajectory there is similar to Gauntlet Downsig, which would have worked if it was there, but no, Mounir is non-stop going forward. Yuz is just playing a dodging minigame here. Neutralite connects, and Yuz is yet to get anything really started. A lot of this damage from Mounir has just been chip damage from Yuz, trying to fight back with wake-ups. Downlight dodges out of the way. Can Yuz stop the pressure?
Yuz can't hit him. Yuz can't punish him. And everything that Yuz goes for ends up whiffing, and Mounir finds a punish instead. So let's see if Yuz is able to take back the pace of the game. He gets the end light backing off as well. Nice job. Downer out of disadvantage. Downer, Cider. Beautiful combo. You never see that. You see Downer neutral.
Yeah, I think the Cider there was from the situation where Nair was not going to combo true there. The dodge was gone, and the angle of the Cider knocked out there was just perfect for the knockout. So despite all the pressure from
amazing
Mounir,
recognition in that moment.
Yeah, Yuz was able to survive all of it and come out on top. So now a lead for the South American representative here. Recovery comes through though, takes that lead right away, and it's evened up 2-2.
2 stocks apiece, but Mounir still has all of the momentum of the previous games behind him. So he's looking for the jump call out. He is looking to be able to pressure Yuz as much as possible. And I'm noticing a big thing happening. Yuz can't whiff punish Mounir. So many signatures, so many end lights, so many end sigs are being left unchecked.
Yeah, Yuz goes to the side light, gravity cancel, wake up on that down light, not going to work out too well for him. Neutral light comes through, recovery hits. Mounir now taking a good amount of damage here. Yuz might have stabilized. I think a lot of Mounir's pressure has started to be broken from Yuz here as that downlight Cider connects, puts him into the red. This could be the biggest lead Yuz has all set. Mounir doesn't have the resources to make it back. He realizes it, fades off to the left side of the stage. Okay, Yuz can get on the board.
He's getting the hits in. He's baiting out the neutralites of the Mounir and using those as openings just like that. He's going just above him, landing, and then punishing dashing with a side light or something. So down at a disadvantage. Wow.
Yeah, it didn't really lead to much. Not the greatest move to use into the ground.
Still does not have a handle on how to punish that.
Yeah. Side lights, D-light bridge, another side of D-light bridge. I mean, you keep doing that over and over again, the damage will be enough just to be able to take the game. Recovery from Mounir is going to come through so he can switch over to the gauntlets. But he's not been getting used off the side of the stage so far this game, and Hughes is now taking a huge lead in Game 3.
Okay. Oh my gosh, beautiful punish on that whiff and signal. Looking for the end light as well. Able to get it. That's going to be the full combo. That's a 3-piece, and that is the game. Hughes has put himself back in it. He is not getting 3-0'd.
Yeah,
he is not getting swept.
Gets the side light finisher. Held center stage much better in Game 3 than any of the previous games. Mounir banning out the Fortress of Lions here. I think Apocalypse was left on the board, but if we go to a flat stage, a small stage again, where the walls are small, I think I give this fully in favor of Mounir. Let's see what Hughes is going to be fighting on here. We're going to Apocalypse, so this is good. Hughes still being able to hold on to a stage that seems favorable for him against the juggles with the platform. And if he continues to stop Mounir from putting him off stage, I think Hughes is a good shot of bringing this to Game 5.
Oh, but look, Hughes already unarmed and taking quite a few hits at that as well. But the biggest thing is, again, Hughes was able to actually connect his hits. And remember what I said about Greatsword in the beginning of the set, which is in the beginning, you won't find all of those dodge reads, but now Hughes is adapting. That's how he won the last game. And let's see if he can keep it up.
Well, falling side air, side lights, finally picks up the Greatsword. Mounir trying to get to landing with a neutral light, and that's going to be a punish. D-light, down air, no nair right afterwards, goes for a side air instead.
Mounir keeps mashing out after the first side light. He was coming in with a neutral light with a down air, and so Hughes has adapted by dashing back after the side light.
Right, and if Mounir keeps attacking from
the side air, that's a stock.
Yeah, uses Greatsword recoveries. You were talking about that as a vulnerability of Greatsword before this set. Has been showing off quite a few times how to punish that attack. Did it with the D-light recovery on the platform earlier on in the set. That time with the side air on the gauntlets, but Hughes is able to equal things up, equalize things pretty quickly with that side air. Good edge guard there. But Mounir definitely did steal that lead away from him. Now comes in with the unarmed, D-light and air. Weapons comes through and Hughes primes a Greatsword. So it's all Greatsword for the next good 2 minutes.
That's right. He whiffs that side light. Mounir uses that as an opening to finally pick up the gauntlets. They're slowing down the pace of the game for a second. Whiffing the D-light gives him a big opening. That's a jump call out. That's a GC end light as well. Dodging in and avoiding the D-light. Mounir off stage for just a second. Hughes able to get the recovery because again it hits grounded. It covers so much space.
Hughes with great recognition, knowing that Mounir just gravity cancel end lighted after the nair. Just let the 3-piece
no dodge.
Hit. Right.
Off stage.
He oftentimes ends with the D-light bridge, knowing that Mounir's dodge is gone.
Wow.
There at the very end. Oh, Hughes may have figured things out. He's been doing such a great job with Greatsword, and he's been priming Greatsword. He's like, okay, my damage for sword's probably going to be near 0 to 15, and Greatsword's going to be at 500.
You are seeing how much Mounir is beginning to struggle and disadvantage, but he tosses out the weapon. Greatsword is no longer primed, and now Mounir able to deny him of a weapon.
Spiked off the platform. That could have been the earliest that knocked out off the top, but he didn't get it. That was a really great mix-up, though. But without getting that knockout there, that may have cost him Game 4. Recovery not going to go through there. He's hoping that he was going to go for the weapon. He doesn't go for it, so he decides to starve it instead. Ground
goes
pound
out
with
ground pound, but Hughes able to make it back on, and the ceiling still too high. Hughes is holding on to the stock. He's dodging in. That's exactly what you need to do to boots down it.
Yeah. And now Hughes has been playing much better in disadvantage off the side of the stage. D-light sider going to knock out because of the sheer amount of damage that Hughes had. But still, Hughes played that last stock very well. But this is tournament stock for Hughes.
So what's the boots mix-up? You ground pound. Whenever they start dodging into avoid downer, that is when you ground pound and you catch them dodging into you. Let's see if it ends up playing out, or is Hughes going to take this to a Game 5? He has him off stage.
Went for recovery. Same general idea if it goes high. Right. Downer gets caught by that opener. Hughes on the Greatsword, fading back, looking for a whiff punish onto Mounir as he goes in with the gauntlets. Dare nair, gonna true combo into red. N-Sig's on the table. N-light finisher. He likes to go for N-light in these situations. Oh, doesn't go for the N-light finisher there.
Mounir no longer mashing out disadvantage. Is that going to be it? Yes, it will. Hughes taking us into a Game 5. I see the adaptations. They're coming into play. Hughes was down 2 games. Daza, do you think we see the reverse 3-0?
I don't know. I think it's going to be up to the stage here. I think Mounir's got to take off APOC and Fortress of Lions. If we go back to either of those stages, I think that there's a high chance that Hughes has adapted. We're going to get that reverse 3-0. Let's see what we've got for this final stage here in Game 5 of Elimination Final. Winner of this goes against Apocalypse. I give stage favor over to Hughes, but Mounir has taken a huge factor out of the equation, which is that he is not on the Tesca. He is like, okay, I'm going to bring out this Taros for game number 5, which is an option that I said that he had. Those were the 2 characters that he was favoring.
Outspaced the sidelight. He found a sidelight neutral of his own.
I mean, if Mounir beats Use with Taros in a region where Kaina exists, I think that just solidifies it, right?
Mounir is valid. Oh boy.
Let's see what he's able to do. Switches over onto the hammer.
Use off stage. Is he going to go out there? He just goes for the weapon toss. He's playing it safe. He's trying to catch his timing with the D-Light, and Use instead just able to successfully with punish it. D-Lighting the wrong direction. He needed to pivot it to be able to connect it, and now can he get the end-sig? The answer is he cannot. D-Light, Cider pushing you off stage. They're fishing. They want this KO.
Oh, and now Use on the sword, goes over the D-Light. Mounir's thrown a weapon a few times. Weapon spawn comes through. Use lets that recovery rip a little early. He's looking for the stop for side air. Mounir, uncharacteristically, is being quite reserved about his aggressive options. He is looking for stomp, and he might be fishing a little too hard. I think he realizes it too. That entire stock, he was destroying Use, then went for his 1 guaranteed knockout option, and Use was like, okay, I'll just play around this. He did perfectly fine. Now Sarah's catching Mounir being a little impatient. Oh, Dara, has the nerves gotten to Mounir? He was one game away from getting into grand finals, and is Use going to take it away from him with the reverse?
That's it, that's the jump call out. He was able to dash in there, Use backed off, he got the call out. Now, can he make it back onto the stage? The end light's not gonna connect. He needs a dash jump sider. That is going to be the option kill. He needs to threaten it.
Down sig, baby? I don't know. He's not throwing out end light. Stare, down light. That's not gonna work. The platform doesn't work out for him. Oh, and Mounir, that might just be all but it. Stare finally hits, but Use ends up going down, bringing Mounir into deep red on his 2nd stock.
Axe can put on this damage. Telos can put on this damage. But right now, Mounir just continuing to deny use of a weapon. Downer, Cider, not going to connect, and instead he gets pushed off stage. You do not want to be at the ledge against Sword.
Oh, and now Use looking for D-Light recovery. Downer is going to guarantee the damage there.
Wake up,
Wake up D-Light would be huge. 1 down air comes through. Down light.
D-Light wrong direction. Yeah. Oh no, D-Light is so difficult in actually hitting opponents that are stacked on you.
Well, it's not the grounded move. That's what end light's for. We've barely been seeing Mounir do any end light with the axe, and he's been hoping that Use would jump, but instead Use is not jumping, staying on the ground unless you're perfectly stacked. D-Light's not going to hit, and then you're going to get punished, which is what exactly happened. Mounir now on tournament stock, taking a ton of damage. End light finisher, and then there Use now so close to winning it.
He's whipping the end light. Use is in his head. He dodges past the D light as well. The side light, he goes for the double, but it does not connect. The down light into the side as well. He finally gets him off of him, but it's not going to be the game and the set. Yes, it will. Use made the comeback. Wow.
Yeah, and Use nodding his head. I saw Mounir there